Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, May 30th, 2022. You tend to seek more interaction than usual today, and you're more emotionally invested in your heartfelt pursuits. The moon's opposition to Saturn can point to some blocks standing in the way of enjoyment, and these can relate to your responsibilities to others or the demands of your friends or networks. You may need to draw some lines so you can have more time to detox and enjoy yourself. Mercury is about to turn retrograde, giving you a several-week window to review your options or rethink plans related to learning, communicating, transportation, and making contacts or connections. You might experience some delays due to misunderstood communications, transportation problems or repairs, and possibly computer-related difficulties. These speed bumps are unlikely to be serious, merely inconvenient. Because of them, you might discover new and improved ways of making your connections, which you may not have considered otherwise. It's a good time to journal and rework studies and projects. You might enjoy renewing or recycling old ideas and interests. Cultivate the fertility of your cardinal fires. Whether you're single or already romantically attached, you could be feeling somewhat restricted when it comes to your love life today. Although, if there's one thing you're gifted at, it's the ability to shift your passions and alchemize a situation. For instance, while the moon glimmers through flamboyant Capricorn, and your fifth house of love, passion, and pleasure, Luna will make a direct opposition to taskmaster Saturn via your 11th house of associations, community, and sense of belonging in the world. Maybe it's a group of friends or a societal belief system. Whatever the case, don't let this stifle you. Yesterday's lunation was bold and bright, firing up your creative passion. As you come down from the lunar high, the moon leaves confident Capricorn for careful Virgo. Now in Virgo, the lunar energy is pinpointed. You may feel more hyper-aware of your work environment than usual, with an acute knowledge of every minute detail that goes on throughout your workday. While this perceptive quality is helpful in making the most of your workday, it can become stressful. Focus on a few pressing tasks instead of feeling agitated from taking on too much work during this lunation. If you've been stressed out about your financial situation, your worries may be over. Some unexpected money may be coming your way. Perhaps you're getting a good bonus, or maybe you've received a positive review and will be getting a substantial raise in the next quarter. Hearing about this will definitely boost your spirits and offer some relief. Consider waiting a bit to see what happens before you start worrying too much. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. Get out there and shake things up. You might end up with more than you bargained for. You're burning up with sassy energy and can't wait to release it on some unsuspecting hottie. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. You're probably not looking forward to tackling the chores awaiting you in the real world, and you might be yearning for a little adventure to pull you out of your usual routine. Don't repress this urge. Your physical energy is high, and you're feeling restless. Make plans to do something unusual that you don't usually go for. Take a ride in the country, check out some quaint inns or antique stores. Take advantage of your day. On this serious day, you will question some of your most fundamental relationships. Don't leave anything to chance today, dear one. Above all, your thoughts will bring about effective changes. The vibrations of your number will empower you to see far ahead and be lucid on the path to a better personal and professional future. To not only have the moon in your career sector during the sun's last full day in your income sector but at a friendly aspect is creating a boost in confidence and insight on both fronts. As well as fueling your professional instincts and imagination, the Moon's first alignment with Pluto since his retrograde turn is giving you a better sense of the journey this professional year has taken you on so far. This comes as the Sun is shining the solar spotlight on your income situation, matters, and options moving forward. A month after your birthday month ended, Venus is still in Aries and is still working to update your romantic and relationship desires and expectations for the coming year. With the Moon having moved through your romantic and relationship sectors in that time, this has left you more emotionally engaged to both, but it was the adventurous lunar vibes of the last few days that brought a reminder that it is all about the journey. Our eyes in the sky. Venus and Mars are aligned in Aquarius, giving us a chance to understand the way we partner and express our innermost sentiments to others. This connection offers us the romantic world if we choose to take it. Rather than make a major declaration of love, the Aquarius energy makes us take a step back and understand our feelings at a deeper level. Perspective is everything here, so you'd better be clear about what you feel when you feel it, because the next few weeks are going to be all-encompassing when it comes to romance. These two planets share a minor aspect with expansive Jupiter, which might accelerate all possibilities and make us feel as though the world is ours to conquer. Slow your roll before making any moves. You don't have to win a race. Love is about building connections and knowing the person on a soul level. Also, Mercury and the nodes of destiny square off, which can give you a push to spread your wings and fly, but only if you are on the right track and prepared to do so. You'll have warm feelings for the people you keep close, and you can enhance your connections today. You'll be feeling sociable, and communication will be very open. Being this in touch with how you feel while also being able to convey it exactly the way you like is a blessing. However, this comes with the countering energy of the Moon-Neptune square, making things seem slightly less real. Misperception is very likely at this time, so be careful not to react too seriously to anything, and be aware that you might be more sensitive than usual. The best thing would be to put your energy into creative outlets or some other method of escaping reality. You're sure to at least be resourceful enough to come up with some problem-solving ideas. Time limitations could give you a reality check, but you could be too motivated by possible success to think much about it. At midnight, the Moon enters Cancer, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, the Moon transits the sign of its exaltation, amplifying feelings of peace, harmony, and accord. Engage in activities that stimulate your senses and allow you to commune with nature. At this time, comfort takes primacy, which means we may be more stubborn or sluggish in our movements as we linger in each moment, stopping often to smell the roses. Shortly after the Moon enters Cancer, it squares Mars and Venus, stimulating our desire complexes in potentially frustrating ways. The heart wants what the heart wants, and it might now seem that what our heart wants has been denied to us. Perhaps this is a matter of unrequited feelings. Perhaps our needs have failed to be met. Perhaps we are simply uncomfortable airing romantic or gushy sentiments. We would love for things to be simple, but the extent of a circumstance's complexity makes for moodiness. We may also act a bit desperate, convinced that hearts can be changed if we simply dig in our heels and refuse to acknowledge another's interest or lack thereof. We must determine whether we are potentially hurting ourselves in our unwillingness to accept anything other than a simple answer.